Hello everyone, and in this video we're going to be looking at a key skill that is super important for A-level and also important for GCSE, although often not taught or understood at GCSE. And it is essentially to prove whether or not a line misses a curve, is a tangent to a curve, or intersects a curve at 2 points. Okay, it's so important, and in my experience, almost no one knows how to do this at GCSE, although it has come up in exam questions. And initially, most people are quite confused about this at A-level as well. So I cannot emphasize how important this is. And what this has got to do with, it has to do with a really important part of the quadratic formula called the discriminant. Okay. And the discriminant is the b squared minus 4ac bit of the quadratic formula. And it's called the discriminant. Okay. Now, what we've got to do is we basically take, you can see in this question we've got here, prove without solving that y minus 20 does not intersect the circle x squared add y squared equals 4. Okay, I've seen a question come up just like this at GCSE, and at GCSE, most sort of like grade 8 or 9 students' instinct is to solve the equations. You know, you sub one into the other and you solve them. Okay, but that's not what the question said. The question said without solving. Okay, now when you get this, what you need to do is you need to take the equation of the line, in this case ry is equal to x minus 20, and you need to sub it into the equation of the circle. Okay, our x squared add y squared equals 4. So we're going to sub in the equation of the line into the equation of the circle. And that's going to give us x squared plus x minus 20 squared is equal to 4. Okay, so let's expand that and see what we get. So we get x squared plus x squared minus 20x minus 20x plus 400 equals 4. Let's collect like terms. So 2x squared minus 40x plus 400 equals 4. So therefore 2x squared minus 40x plus 396 equals 0. So we formed, by subbing in the equation of the line into the equation of the circle, we formed a new quadratic. And here it is, actually. We could probably simplify that quadratic, I think. Yeah, so let's write that as, divide everything by 2, and write that as x squared minus 20x plus 198 equals 0. So here's our new quadratic. Now we're going to evaluate this discriminant of the new quadratic, okay? So our a is our 1, our b is minus 20, and our c is 198 in this case now. So b squared minus 4ac, you see what that equals, is going to be minus 20 squared minus 4 times a, which is, a is 2, let's be careful about that, times, oh no, a is 1 in this new version, isn't it? Yeah, that's right. So times that by our 1, times that by our c, which is 198. So we're going to just evaluate this now. So we're going to have 20 squared, take away 4 times by 1 times by 198 gives me minus 392. Okay, so we've got minus 392 there. Now, if the discriminant, the b squared minus 4ac, so if the b squared minus 4ac is greater than 0, that means that the line intersects the circle twice. Or if it's a curve, the line intersects the curve twice. Okay, so that's our scenario number 1. Scenario number 2 is if the b squared minus 4ac is equal to 0, then the line is a tangent to the circle or a tangent to the curve. So that's our second scenario, if the discriminant equals 0. And then finally, if the discriminant, the b squared minus 4ac, is less than 0, then that means that the line misses the circle or the line misses the curve. Okay, they do not intersect. And we need to always evaluate which one of these situations we've got. And you can see that in this example, we've got that our discriminant is equal to minus 392. So therefore, we can conclude, we could say, therefore, the line does not intersect. And the circle. And you'll notice that by doing that, we haven't solved it. So the question says, without solving, show that the line does not intersect the circle. And all we've done, to recap, is we take the equation of the line, we sub it into the equation of the circle, we evaluate that to get a new quadratic, and then we evaluate the discriminant of that new quadratic. If the discriminant is greater than 0, it means the line does intersect the circle at 2 points. If the discriminant, or indeed the curve, if the discriminant is equal to 0, it means the line is a tangent to either the circle or the curve. And if the discriminant is less than 0, it means the line does not intersect the circle or the curve. I hope that you found that helpful. That is an absolutely fundamentally important idea, for it comes up in so many A-level questions, and it's often not well understood. So I think when we're sort of like thinking about coordinate geometry in A-level, that's an important, absolutely essential key skill to be really clear about in your own minds. Okay, I hope you all found that helpful, and I'll see everyone in the next video.